Hey guys, I have a question for you. What does it mean to represent? Not a hard question. We've all heard the word represent. The dictionary says it means to take the place of in some respect or to act in the place of or for usually by legal right. This country was founded on a represent. You have probably heard no taxation without representation tossed about by both sides of the aisle. What does it mean? In the late 1700s, America was a colony of Great Britain. And Great Britain, in order to pay for the war that they had just come through, decided to tax their colony. And they started with something called the Stamp Act in 1765. And that meant that everything, all printed material, all handbills, all everything, all printed material would be taxed. This led to a boycott, the first American boycott. America boycotted all British goods. Well, the next year, England repealed the Stamp Act, but they reaffirmed their right to issue any decree they wished. And they assumed that America would just take it and say, okay, we'll do it. Several years later, and this was tax upon tax upon tax, they had, in 1767, they had a tax on tea, on paper, on glass, on lead, on paint. And finally, America had enough. You've heard of the Boston Tea Party. In essence, what they did to protest the taxes was to go onto a ship loaded with tea that they were being heavily taxed to enjoy and threw it in the harbor. As a result of this led to the war with England that led to America being a sovereign country. Fast forward a few years. Do we as Americans have anyone that represents us? Do we as everyday citizens, you and I, do we have anyone in Congress that represents us? No. The job of Congress is to get reelected. You can ask probably 100 people, does Congress do a good job? And probably 80% or more would say no, Congress is crooked, Congress sucks. But those same people will say, except for mine does a pretty decent job. Not possible. Your congressman is a crook. My congressman is a crook. Their job is to get reelected. And to do that, they buy your vote. They send money back to your district, back to your town, and they buy the town something. Or they finance some program to give uniforms to some little league team or something. They're not paying for it, folks. It's coming from us. It's our money. Donald Trump ran on the premise of draining the swamp. Part of that means getting rid of Congress. Congress was never supposed to be a lifetime gig. The founders created Congress. Their concept of Congress was someone that would do 1 or 2 terms and then go back to being a farmer or a lawyer or whatever. It was never supposed to be a lifetime gig. I say let's go back to that. Term limits is a heck of a good idea. But let's just vote the bastards out. Get some fresh blood in there every 5 to 10 years. Until next time, good night and God bless.